So some bad news about the Tahoe. Yeah. So here's where we're at with the Tahoe. I built this because we were expecting our second child, and my wife looked at me and we were getting ready for bed, and she goes, "I think it's time you build a Tahoe." And I think, yes! Almost excited about that as I am about having another baby. But so it's done its purpose. We put about 70,000 kilometers on it. Did a lot of work to it, but I can do the conversion in about 70 hours, which is roughly a week and a bit. I got the engine pretty well for free because I bought a bunch of them. Sold the rest of the transmissions, the other 4BT, at a profit, so I got the engine pretty well for nothing. But everything was kind of built on a budget. We didn't take the engine right down and rebuild it. I just put it in, crossing my fingers that it would work. It worked very well. It's done exactly what we needed it to do. If you can figure out 70,000 kilometers, which is like 45,000 miles, and take 5.3 of about, I don't know what mileage that is, but I cut it in about half with the 4BT. I don't regret doing it. What I regret doing is putting it into a northern body that was rotten, and trying to hide it for a while. It just starts to rust everywhere. I've painted this spot like 5 times. It's pretty well done. The rockers are completely gone. Like, the plastic is just hiding it. She's a little bit soft. There's no rocker left. That's just a giant hole. That's plastic. That's good engineering on GM. I think I've had to put a self-tapper in it to hold the plastic up to hide the non-existent rocker. That's basically, it's all holes, it's all gone. But it's not just the outside, it's also where the rockers, or where the step bars go into the rockers. And I was on the fence, should I fix it? It's kind of how the YouTube channel started. It was our first build. And then I thought, I don't know. And then it's winter time, and we got into a fender bender with it. Nobody got hurt, no kids were in the car. So that made up my mind. Basically, it needed brakes. The back caliper seized on it. I was just getting hot. The tires need to be replaced. And it's just too many little things. The engine and transmission run great. The transmission was a used one from Tuesley, so I don't know what kind of shape that's in. But after getting into the accident, if you look at it, it was actually just the door and nothing else. You could just, it didn't hit this door at all. It didn't hit the core, like the corner's fine, but I could just replace that door. But all the rust is starting, like you can see the rust coming up the back. I think the gate is what was in the best shape, but I knew that it was starting. Actually, yeah, it's all rusty underneath here. It's just, that's the climate we live in. So I knew that going in about a year ago. I'm like, the rust is getting kind of out of control. What do I do? And then I'm like, I also had to pick up my girls from daycare all the time and drop them off. And through different work arrangements that my wife has now, I don't have to do that anymore. With having to pull the Audi all the time, the Tahoe's not strong enough, and there's no point in having both vehicles on the road at the same time. So I think it's sad to say, but my Tahoe is not going to see the road anymore. Now, I put the engine up for sale, and I put it on Kijiji, and all I get is this the boss? Is this the boss? The boss, is that yours? I'd recognize that anyway. I don't want to answer a bunch of emails. Yes, I'm selling my Tahoe. Yes, the Tahoe is off the road, but I don't want to trade anything for it. And thinking about it, I had a couple offers for 5.9s and Duramax swaps and stuff. I have enough projects. I'll either sell it for cash or I'll hold on to it. If you have a half-ton pickup, Chevy pickup, or a Tahoe that you want to put it in, you could take this and convert the whole thing over. The mounts are all set. It's basically, you could drop it in, you can take the wiring harness and leave it alone exactly the way it is. The AC compressor seized on me on one of the trips, so I think it wrecked the mount on the AC compressor. And I put another belt on it to bypass it because we only use AC for 2 weeks of the year anyway. But if I don't sell it for cash, then it'll go into another project. I'm sure we'll find something cool to put it in. And actually, Tuesday's got something in the yard there that I have something in mind, but that's years from now because we got too much other stuff on the go. Regardless, I do like the look of the bug deflector, so that's going on the Silverado, and the fog lights, they're going on the Silverado because I just like the look of them. And like the doors and stuff, the front doors are still okay. At least, no, sorry, not this one. The passenger door is still good. So I even hummed and hawed wondering if I should put a tan dash in my Silverado, but I gotta stop doing stupid stuff like that because that just wastes time. There's a dash in it, I'm gonna leave it alone, even if it is gray. But a tan leather interior in that truck would be pretty sick. But if somebody wants something to do and come over and swat the interior for me, Freddie does this all the time. Hey, if you want to come clean up my yard, I'll go ahead and do that. But if you want to switch the dash into the Silverado for the nice tan interior, I'd be okay with that, but I just don't have time to do it. So look how pretty that is, just in front of the trailer, just way better than the Tahoe. The engine is not rebuilt, and it's not a new engine, so don't expect that everything is going to be perfect. But I'd sell the Tahoe as is, but then I was thinking maybe we could use a nice tan leather interior and put it in the C10 build. So I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Should I just let go of it? Should I pull the engine, put it in something else, and then use the interior in the Tahoe and then just give the rest to Tousley and he can sell it? Or if somebody want to make a good offer for the whole thing, a 4BT is worth 3,500 Canadian any day of the week, and the adapter plate to hook it up to GM I spent 1,500 bucks on, so that's worth 1,000 bucks, 700 bucks anyway. And then the shift controller is another 600 bucks. There's absolutely nothing wrong with any of them. So I wouldn't take anything less for $5 for the whole drivetrain out of it. And that being said, it's just as easy to throw that 4BT as is and put it in. I think he's got a nice 30 Chevy there with a nice patina on it. That looked pretty cool with a 4BT sticking out of it. And it's just basically drop it in and away you go. So I don't know, if you guys are that all excited and you want to buy it, hit me up. But otherwise, we'll probably strip the last of the good parts out of it. Probably sell the rims and tires. The rims are nice when they're polished up. Probably use the interior in the C10. Put the engine on the shelf somewhere, and then you could buy this glass. There's nothing wrong with this piece of glass from Tuesday. So anyway, it's kind of a sad day, but driving this and then driving my Silverado, it's like I really don't want to drive Tahoe anymore because that Silverado is pretty friggin' awesome. So that's the story behind the Tahoe. Nobody got hurt, and it is what it is. Here we go.